Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz. It is February 19, 2017, 3:27 a.m. in Birmingham. Topic: we have a peaceful period that we're entering right now. And believe it or not, the left is going to calm down. And I explained that in another blog that before the 100 days is up, God is going to speak through Trump, and I believe it's going to be directly to those who are creating so many problems. But there's something else that is going to be so clearly obvious out of this that people won't expect it. And we are looking for a time of peace with Trump. In the Middle East, parts of when Trump and Netanyahu stood on the same stage, Trump meant it. We're going to be there. And Netanyahu welcomed us with open arms. The embassy is going to get built in Jerusalem. This will anger many countries. But at the same time, you have Egypt, you have Saudi Arabia, you have Jordan. So far, about 5 Middle Eastern countries have decided to stand with Israel. And what brought that about was, it's only for their gain, not for anything else. But in Genesis 12:3, clearly God tells you to stand by his people, but he also tells you a blessing will come with it. If you do this for me, then I'll do this for you. And so the United States, we are entering that peaceful period of time that in the United States will be at least 8 years, probably more. And but here's the one thing you can closely watch for and see that it is not a good sign. If Trump makes a peace treaty, which he won't directly, but ambassador to Israel will. And the peace treaty will be urged by these other countries that have come in to decided for a while to stand with Israel, because the Antichrist is a Muslim. He's going to come out of the Arab world, the Arab Muslim world. And it'll be so clear, it'll be a sign that will tell you, those who are ready, prepare to go. Those who are not ready, you better cover your heads if you don't decide you should prepare instead. Because, it's like looking across an ocean and you have these high-powered telescopes that you put 50 cents in. You can see so far out. You can't see waves 9 or 10 miles out unless they're pretty big. But it's like looking out over a vast ocean and then seeing a 1,000-foot wall of water coming. You'll see something like that occur if the peace treaty that it is going to be signed, if there's one signed during Trump's presence. There may not be. It's just his presence is enough. But when someone comes up and said, we will guarantee you a 7-year peace treaty, then when you hear that, get ready to get out of Dodge. That is your sign. That is your sign. You're about to go. because the one who steps up and says, okay, I'll sign that treaty, you won't hear those words because you won't know his name. We'll be taken out before we know who he is. And meaning the Antichrist cannot come to power until the restraint has been removed. And the Antichrist is the one who will sign the 7-year peace treaty with Israel. Now, with 8 years before us that's going to be peaceful without having to sign a peace treaty except locally, and this will be simply the Arabs, Egypt, Jordan, and a couple other countries that are in the Middle East that will support Israel, part because Trump is there, and in part because they're afraid of Iran. So please keep that on your hat. And I tell you this, it is the number one thing I'm watching for right now is that 7-year peace treaty. Not a 1 year, not a 5 year, not a 12 year, not an 8 year, 7 years. Because that one is the one that's going to take us home. And for those who are left behind, that 7-year peace treaty will be a whole new meaning for you, and you won't like it. So I will get more about this later on. I'm going to do several more blogs similar to what I did the other day in the pictures, but these are going to be bike events. I have been to 21 bike events. Most were in Daytona Beach, Biketoberfest, and Daytona Beach BIKEWEEK, which is 600,000 bikes in 1996, the first year I went. 600,000 Harleys, that is, not bikes, Harleys. And you have half again that in riders. So 900,000 to 1 million people were there. And it's dropped slowly because the mayor, and I won't tell you any more than that, just didn't cotton too much to white bikers. That may tell you a lot, but that's changed. The number one Harley shop in all of Daytona Beach moved out of Daytona. They're one block, one just across the interstate from Daytona, and that killed the traffic in Daytona Beach. But there's still 200,000 or 300,000 going there. So this year, I hope March 14th, I'll be going. When I come back, I'm going to come back with about 500 pictures. They're going up on the internet. And I hope you enjoy them. Look for them. I got that coming. And I have at least 3 other events and a total of 6 other events. So I'll probably put at least 3 other events plus this year's 2017 Daytona Beach Bike Week. Look for it. You'll enjoy it. Jody Wolf, Expoz.